so we'll keep working on the technique. And remember, the problem is that everyone thinks they're doing what we're asking to be done. Okay? So we're going to make a big deal out of the pattern. Okay? The pattern is this double helix. You see it? So I'm drawing a figure 8 on the ground. I can't just do whatever. Pattern is not a straight line. So all my yin-yang reconciliations have to happen on that pattern. Okay? Let's try it. Yeah, you had to come all the way around, okay? But you did it with an extra step. And you, wrong pattern. So you got pushed because you're pushing on her.
Right.
Whoa. Your weight got compromised because you're pushing on her again.
Right.
There again, let's go. Change partner.
Right.
Chris, you're with Margaret. You're just getting away with it because you're stronger than her.
Right.
Here we are. Let's go. Whoa! Oh, wait. What happened? Well, you're vapor locking, so the mind got jacked up. Whoa! Do you see the elbow? You see how your hand slid over the top? You have a yang conflict at the elbow that you just ignored with a lighter uke. Try to get the pattern. It's that little hip bump because you're not grounding that foot. You're using your momentum to displace her. Try to get the pattern. She's got to come around you. There you go. And then make her go around. Around you, but the hand has to be on the elbow. So your hand was off the elbow because the mai was too close, so you tried to create room. Do you see that? Whoops, a lot of yang. Oh, a lot of yang. Around you. Okay, you want him to come around you, not just because it's the yin reconciliation there. That is where you have the elbow underneath your weight. So whoa, whoa. You see where it's right here? This technique could stop right here. Do you see? And you can draw your weapon. So you can draw your knife right here. Boom! You don't want to push him into a yang conflict, even if it did work. Even if it did work. You see that? All the yin reconciliations are actually not just theoretically sounder or philosophically or spiritually sounder. They are tactically sounder. Okay? So we'll bring this around in here. Boom. And we'll stop the technique here. So he's in my hip now. I'm taking the elbow there, right? Then draw your knife, boom, boom, right there in the jugular, okay? Do it again. So reconcile, boom. Right here we go. Boom. Again. It's very immediate. Boom. Okay? Let's try it. No. We're not doing Ikkyo now.
Hi.
We took part of Ikkyo.
Hi.
We took the concept from Ikkyo.
Hi.
Well, you missed it entirely. Try not to do the hip bump.
Hi.
Nope. So you see your yang ways, you can't find it. You're gonna push that elbow right now, right? Oh, your hip's gonna do it. Don't rudder backwards. Okay, watch it again, okay? So here I go around and I load the hip, you see? Then this arm passes around. It's right there. Do you see that? Go to that side then. So, yin, I load the hip. This arm goes around. It's right there. Boom. One more time. Boom, load the hip, arm passes around. It's right there. Boom. There's no need for steps. That's not what we're doing, okay? Okay, so general Kihon Waza Ukemi rules. Uke does the prescribed energy. In this case, wrist grab, cross, lateral, push in. Second element, I keep my center connected to my limbs. Okay? And then the third element, I don't die. That means if it's a choice between landing on my head and doing the first two, I will not land on my head. Do you understand? Okay. That's it. That's all I do. So why we're doing this one is because you guys keep pushing the elbow. So I'm trying to entice you with, look, this could have been way over earlier by letting the elbow go around you. But you're still lured to the pushing of the elbow. So I put some gold in front of you, and now I'm going to show you, you're not dealing with silver, you have shit in front of you, okay? So when you do your technique, you push on that elbow, okay? And if I just come in, whoa. So which way did my energy want to go? It wanted to go backwards. Do you see that? So that's where you should let the energy go. But you're trying to push it, and the only problem is with that is what?
She was lighter than her.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or maybe she's violating the Ukemi rules and is going like this. You see that? Do you see that difference? You weren't told to do that. You're just told to come in and keep my center. So the pattern change. Whoa. Do you understand? So he's coming in. It's ever so slight. This is how we started the class. Is you think you're doing it, but you're not. It's ever so slightly you are resisting. So when I give you a different technique that requires no resistance, no forward progress, hence you can't do it, okay? So here's your tiny bit of resistance here. Your body, you try to push this. You still are having him go around your hip, but you have it on a forward. He goes forward here, and then you're doing that. You see that? And what I'm doing is this elbow's going this way. Do you see that difference? So that's where it is as you move, this elbow, mark it as a plane in space, you move it forward. See that? And as I do the technique, his elbow keeps going around me. You see that? So that hence I can do this technique. You see? You get it? So I want you to focus on the elbow. It cannot go forward in space. That's going to be a clash that you tend to get away with because Ukes turn. Do you see? And yet you get away with it. Or you're stronger than the Uke. But this technique, his elbow keeps going around me. Boom. Okay? So we're working on that one. Don't let the elbow go forward. Go. Get it on your hip. On your hip. Your arm is the afterthought. It goes right to your hip. Better. So you see, you want to push him. Don't need that extra step. That's a different pattern. So if I change the pattern, it's because I'm not doing the right yin and yang reconciliations. Okay? You have to let her past you. Well, that's not the pattern. And the elbow does not come back forward. Right on your hip. Make it tight. Let's marshal it up, right? Nope, nope, nope. Switch rolls. Oh, no. You're changing the pattern. You have the wrong footwork. Oh, the base was weak. So the elbow's yin, but your base is yang. So that's part of the coordination, right? So that's the problem. It's like, oh, if I relax, I get mushy. No, we don't. Yin's not mushy. Okay? Go. Lock it up. So again. That's why I want you to marshal up. Your yin is I'll go to sleep. I'm gonna go Mimi. No. Oh, look at your knee caving in. And it's very important that Uke doesn't start dancing for us. So your elbow hand got jammed. Well, it's because you're pressing on her elbow. Let it go by you. So you don't have the pattern. So if you go off the pattern, then when we put this back in the technique, you're going to be further away from the technique. Don't push it forward, bring it around you. Oh, but step inside. You have a pattern to do. Nope, you milked the elbow, right? You took your hand to get more depth because you're getting pushed. You're pushing on it, you're pushing on it. Okay. So again, your yin-yang reconciliations are not just theoretically correct, they're not just philosophically correct, they're not just spiritually sound, they are tactically sound. So you want them to, you are very interested in knocking them down. Do you get it? Okay. Let's do this kind of warrior pose right here. Do you see that? Now, I'm going to just do the obvious. Push his leg out. You see that? You guys see that? Okay. Let's just first look at the body naturally. You can relax, right? And don't hold your balance. Just let what's going to happen happen. I don't think so. Yep. Okay. So the body, when you do this in this center of gravity, he's heavy on this side, and the body wants to go that way. That way. When you came this way, you leaned it that way. Do you understand? Don't lean it. Just hang out. Lift it. Just hang out. Do you see? He wants to do that. That is all I exaggerated when he's here, and I did this. He wants to do that. This, go back. This is going to take strength. You see that difference? Okay, so what happens when his body comes in and I stop his elbow? The leg came up. And then when I do this with his body, look, he's going into it. You see? He's going into that balance. Do you understand? So I don't have to do this technique like that. I just have to set up that Kazushi, because I'm here, so he can't come the other way, and his inertia was going that way, and I'm just turning his head, which would be very much like making his foot go out. Do you understand? Because if you watch his head now, when I push this head will come towards me. You see? And that is all I'm doing when I control his elbow. Here. So again, you are taking him down. I am aiming a falling person. Do you see that difference? So, boom, boom. I'm not setting up a trip and doing that. I'm using the energy, the inertia, the momentum, the gravity. That's all I'm using. I use it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Let's try it again. Okay. Just set it up. Step in, step in. That's the problem. Oh, but I don't knock her. The elbow goes around me, but my leg goes in. Try not to knock her. You don't need to twist her down. Try to relax. Let her fall. So key is you got to get your idimi in there. Your leg has to get in there. I said you have to load the hip. Foot in and wait. And wait more. Be patient. Wu Wei is, I'm not having to do something. I'm not forcing it, okay? It's happening. I'm allowing it to happen. Better. And now emotionally start releasing. You hip bumped her. Just wait, just wait. Taller people take longer to fall. It's like a big tree. Keep going. 2 more. Foot, wait. Foot, keep the elbow. There you go. Oh man, you're really pushing on that elbow. It would not work. The elbow comes this way. But I have a pattern to do. So your edema is late. Okay, and your edema is late because you're pushing on the elbow and your legs are being pinned by him. Do you understand that? So you can't step until enough of him goes into the fall, which is why you push on his hands as you're trying to get him into the fall more. Don't use your hip bump. You got to get the pattern. We are all held to the pattern. Remember, she's going to fall anyways, so let her fall. That's it. Yes. Try to keep your foot lower. There you go. Good. Now he was falling. I was aiming a falling person. You remember? Yes. Okay. And he was not pinning my legs. So once he starts to fall, I am going to do something else. I'm not going to wait for him to get to the bottom. That is the next step in Ikkyo. Okay? So it starts out exactly the same. He's going like that, but see, he's falling. So I go into the next one. He's here. He's doing the last technique, but he's falling. I go into the next one. Boom. Boom. There's this one. I wait with him. On the next one, as he falls, I start to do the other half of the spiral. Boom. So I do not wait. I'm not going like this. Then I move. Door. Am I using the second half to get him down? He was already going down. Let's try it. You gotta have your hand on the elbow because had you put your hand on the elbow, the yang-yang conflict would have manifested. But you took your hand off the elbow. But so then you weren't really reconciling it. The form is going to guide you and cultivate you by testing you. Okay? Go. So you're a little late, and I'm wondering if it's because your feet are being pinned. Yeah, you wait for her to completely fall. Better. There you go. Whoa. So that looks like the whole world's Ikkyo. Everyone's pushing the elbow. Everyone is taking someone down. But we're aiming falling people. That is totally pushing the elbow. So you took your hand off the elbow because you were going to push on it. That is totally not our Ikkyo. Keep the elbow coming backwards. I'm going to take something else away from you. There you're using something. And then we're going to see if we can do the technique without it. So if the person was falling, then I don't need the lever fulcrum of the arm. I wasn't using a lever fulcrum. Do you understand? So I want you to ask yourself, where are his hands as he's doing the technique? Answer? On the elbow. Because I'm not going like this. Do you see that? Whoa, whoa. So I'm not shoving him down either, because if I did, it would push his hand out the bottom of my grip. I'm following him down. So when you guys have here, you're making sure his arm doesn't go down. My tactic is different. My tactic is I'm just here following it. If he pulls it in out of the thing, I just go on to something else. You're reliant on it. I'm making him reliant on it. Okay? So we're going to get rid of that. Boom. Here I go. Better. Mindful of the elbow. Wrong pattern, wrong pattern. So you stepped back because from the beginning you already are antagonistic to him. So he's going to push on you, so you yielded with a stepping back. Okay? Stay to the pattern. You'll push in the elbow. So she has a lot of tension in her body and is triggering you. She's going to fall, but you didn't know you were going to make her fall. Yep, there you go, but let go of the wrist. Go! That's all clashing. That is a clash. So you lift it up right. Oh, you're lifting up right against her hand. Okay? Do you see? It's all this. You're stronger than her. But watch where you go. Look, you see that? You see? You're trying to lift on that. So that's a yang on yang. Now you're trying to bring it back. That's a yang on yang. Is that a pattern?
No.
There's the yang on yang. Yang on yang. Yang on yang. What? Watch. Go ahead, cut down.
Okay.
Cut down. You can't cut down. I'm stronger than you. Yang on yang. I'll show you. I'll start adding my projections, okay? You see? Because you pushed on me, so I can push on you. There it is again. Okay? That's not really even countering. I'm just demonstrating that you added a conflict. There it is again. You guys see that? But we keep thinking, and it's not, you can see it if you just are honest enough. All you gotta do is the geometry. So if I'm pushing down, I don't know what step that is. Just draw the line of my vector, and then if she lifts up against it, that's yang on yang. We'll do it again, so lift up on it. There you go, like that. Just stay right there. And that is the same geometry that allows me to project through. You see that? Or the same geometry that allows me to be stronger than her and pin her down like that. So your feet are pinned right now. Boom! Right? Or gives me enough time, right? Boom, to count, boom! And go on to something else because you got pinned. Okay? But but you can see it. And you definitely can feel it. Hey. So what did we say about going backwards? Is it about going backwards? No, it's not about going backwards. Which way does the elbow go? You gotta lose that going in that ruddering step. Just wait for her. Wrong pattern. You can see your hand came off the elbow because it was in a yang-yang conflict. Wrong pattern. Okay, pick up the pace, Uke, and we'll amplify the force contentions, and then you should be able to see the conflicts more. Stick to your 3 rules, Uke. Did you see the adjustment step you took? Okay? Because you got displaced. Because you were pushing on his elbow. That looked like the same energy, Leah. So you got to get underneath her. The yin opening for Irimiashi is under. Not sideways, under. Whoops, pattern. Pattern. Well, there's a lot of arm strength, right? So that means the elbow is going for, I'm trying to make it go forward. So that was her trick. So the trick is you're like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to keep going backwards. Well, you just have moved the contention more eastward. That's all you've done. It hasn't reconciled because it hasn't been deconstructed. Do you get it? Okay, go. See, the elbow will not go backwards. Do that side again. And no, from that side. And the elbow must keep going westward. Wow. On the other side of your body. Wow. That's all muscle. Okay, you have subconsciously felt this technique had to go slow and had to be big. And none of that's true, okay? You can do the same exact technique, small or quick. Just come on. Okay? I don't have to. That's not necessarily reconciliation. Okay? So shrink your technique. Oh. Don't do anything, Uke. So you waited. So your feet were planted. She pinned you. See? Stay connected. You got disconnected, right? He's pinning your feet. Stay connected. You move the arm up as they're falling, not after they hit the ground. After they hit the ground is going to give them back the initiative. If you move to the new angle of zone of sanctuary, right? By the time he gets to the ground, then you have the upper hand. Go. Experiment with you, Kemi. Stick to the rules. I'm going to do the same shrinking technique. We're going to go quick. Did you feel it? Are you all right? Yeah. Yeah. Then we go slowly in case you didn't see it. So I'm letting it go by. Right here is the knee kick. Quick. You won't be able to do this if you were not grounded on this foot. If your center of gravity was moving here, you see that? His energy is going to push you off, which is why you push on the elbow, which is also why you can't stay up with him as he's falling, because you have to wait for the weight to get off of you. So quick movement. Boom. let's try it. And again, experiment with Ukemi. Follow the rules. You feel the whoa. So you two need to change as you're pushing and you don't know it because you're too light for each other. But it's bullshit. You can feel your muscles, okay? You just got away with it. You're prioritizing the technique over the skill. This is wrong. Go with the guys. There it was, do you see? The knee is more from in place. I'm not even walking there. So the knee is before I come forward. Right there it is. And stop twisting her arm. You remember you're holding the elbow. Yeah, too late. And we flex our knee when we're going to get a knee strike. Push. You got to be honest with her running because she won't with herself. Pattern change. Whoa, that's a lot of muscle. Oh, you're shoving the elbow. Which way the elbow? Oh, look at the arm twist. Did you see that? Wrist and elbow. The arm is not a fulcrum. The only way I can make it a fulcrum is if I push on the elbow. You'll push it on that elbow. You need to be looser. Risk like 2, being totally loose. Lower your center though, because I got to be under her. That's better. And stop twisting the arm. Keep going, Leah. Whoa! Whoa! It's never gonna happen. Whoa! Torque the arm, right? Did you feel it? Yes. So don't do it. Nah.